Hey there, comic fans. This is Comicfan with another humble haul. In case you guys didn't notice, I titled this Passing the Torch, and I'll get to that in just a second. Basically, sitting around here, going through my kids' leftover candy stash from Halloween. I figured that would be a perfect time to do a video. I got nothing else to do. I just figured I'd go and rummage through the candy, show off some books, and from what I recall, I said I was going to do a giveaway. Well, yeah, okay, we're going to go ahead and do a giveaway in this video, and I'll mention that a little bit more later as well. I've got Mueller in here already. Mueller, hey, what's going on, Mueller? You got nothing to do on a Sunday? Let me dig through this randomly assortment of candy. Came up with a Tootsie Roll. Not my favorite, but that's all right. Let's see the Tootsie Roll. But anyway, I got just a couple of books. I didn't have like a full-blown haul like I normally do, but I figured I could show off whatever I had. Since we spoke last time, I came up with Amazing Spider-Man number 150. Not the best shape. They paid like $10 for it. It's okay. I guess it's a placeholder until I come across another one. I'm not sure if I showed this one. Silver Surfer number 46. It's the return of Adam Warlock. It was one I was missing of the Silver Surfer run. And this is actually, I believe, a prelude to the Infinity Gauntlet. So it was a really great read. Mueller says he had 2 bowls of candy and a couple of cans of green beans for the for the chunky children. Hey, I was a chunky kid. Come on, man. I wore Huskies from Sears back in the day. Don't hate on the Husky kids. But I had two bags of candy, about over 350 pieces, and I didn't even go through half of that. So you can imagine what kind of stash I have right now. A whole lot of stash of goodness. It's amazing. And I'm getting disgustingly fat while doing it, so that's not really fun. I guess I should start hitting up the green beans. Anyway, I got a kind of a trade. It's an act of kindness, but it's kind of a mutual trade at the same sense. I sent some books to Four-Way Flashers, not expecting anything in return, and I just said, here's some books. I showed off some books the other day, and, he decided to send me some books. So I guess it's a trade, right? Mueller used to wear overalls. Does that mean you were a little on the hefty side? I don't know. But anyway, Four-Way Flashers got me another issue of Fun and Games. What is that, number 6? Cool. Good stuff. I think I only need about 2 more issues, maybe 3, to finish off that run. But I'm having a lot of fun collecting them. They're really great. He also got me Superman Meets the Quick Bunny. I remember he showed this to me quite a few months back. And the cover caught my eye because I love this stuff. I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. But haven't read it yet. Has a page to color on the front. Somehow Four-Way Flashers got up some resistance to color this. He didn't want to color it, so that's great. Hey, thanks, Mike. Mueller weighs the same now than when he was 12. So you were a husky kid. You kind of grew into your huskiness. He's not husky anymore. If you've seen Mueller, he's kind of swole. I could only imagine that you were a little on the husky side back then, so you're not so husky now. Also, Four-Way Flashers added on to my series of Crisis on Infinite Earths. Thank you. Very cool. And then he gave me an X-Men interactive comic book. interactive, really got my curiosity. Why would this be interactive? Did a CD-ROM come with it? What's the deal with this? It's actually, by interactive they mean it's partially done. I mean that anybody could have at any time taken a colored pencil, markers, what have you, and finished off the book themselves. Once again, four-way flashers resisted and didn't color it in for me. So once again, thank you, Mike. Thank you, four-way flashers, for not coloring in the books. I would prefer to have them uncolored. And then lastly, which I thought this was really cool, four-way flasher's son, Jack, he's 9 years old, and he decided to make his own comic book called The Dark Knight. Dark Knight Begins. It's a spoof on Batman and the Dark Knight. And it's really interesting. I mean, this was all digitally drawn by computer. And then Mike went and printed them out and cut them down to size and put this really nice cardstock cover on it. And it's it's one of those things I always wanted to do but never knew how. But it's a self-published book. And it's just a really great thing to have that Mike instills the interest of comics on his kids, and the kids decide to come into their own with it. And at the end, he shows us how to draw his character. I thought that was really cool. I showed this to my kids. My kids loved it. Me and my daughter Sophie are going to learn how to draw the Dark Knight together later. And that's what it is. So that's great. Abe Mueller's got to go. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Mueller. Really appreciate it. He's got to do some shopping, and he's going to watch my video later. Cool, thanks. Very nice for people to drop by. I wasn't expecting anybody to drop by on a middle of a Sunday. But for those who are still with me, I'm going to continue eating my kids' Halloween candy. Got my daughter looking over my shoulder right now. She heard what I said. I'm going to do exactly that. So if you're going to eat all your Halloween candy.
Better not.
Better not.
I mean, I'm not surprised. You probably already ate all of it, so like...
Mm-hmm. I eat all the good stuff.
Yeah, I know. You're going to leave us with all the salsa-getti or whatever the hell it was.
Salsa-getti?
So give us some salsa-getti.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
I'm going to go try to get it. Hold on.
Oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to eat it too. And anyway, so like I was saying, passing the torch. You guys are probably wondering what that means. I realized that I've been on for a couple years now, about 3 years, I think. And I've got about a good, nice-sized chunk of subscribers and viewers. I think about 380-something right now. Wow. Salsa-getti. She wasn't kidding.
Last year, the same people, they gave us gummy pizza.
Gummy pizza? But this is awesome. I don't know if I want to eat this. Salsa-getti. Damn, this is nasty. I can't imagine. Can you imagine oh my gosh. I know you guys can't see this, but if you saw all the ingredients on this thing.
What is it?
Filled with dyes and preservatives.
Oh God, let me see.
Oh, it's terrible. Take that. I might eat it. I don't know. Yuck. So,
you can't even read this. It's all in Spanish.
Oh, it's all in Spanish? Oh, okay. No wonder. I thought it was all preservatives and stuff. But anyway, I'm passing the torch. I've got 380-something subscribers. I've been here for about 3 years, and I've loved every second of it. But what I'm getting to is that, there's other people that have been out there about the same time as I have. And, they've got significantly more subscribers than I do, and I love it. I love the fact that people can prosper or just generate so much interest in their channels. Me, I'm kind of like a niche follower, if you will. I'm not the one that always comes out with the keys and stuff. I collect what I like, and I'm sure everybody else collects what they like too. But it takes me longer to come across or buy some big banging books that I pay ridiculous price for. And that's where I'm at right now. I came into some cash. I was about to buy a bunch of books, but I decided to hold off and maybe hold out for that one big book that's going to take me a little longer to acquire. You know, I've got cash. I don't have enough. So I figured I'd hold off on the videos for a little bit and hold off on the hauls just for a second. And so-called pass the torch to all these guys who are just coming into YouTube. You know, we've got tons of them coming into this great thing. And I'd kind of just like to take the time out and watch these videos and watch them come into their own, much like I came into my own. That's not a bad thing. I just think there was a video I watched from Kingdom Comics the other day, and he was worried about almost the same thing. He brought to attention that a lot of people that he started making videos with at the same time that other people did, he was threw in the 9.2 crew into the mix, you know, and he was worried or concerned why he didn't have the views, the subscribers, and the likes that 9.2 crew had. And I had to think about it for a while. You know, it's like I've been in there for 3 years and I don't have all those subscribers. But at the same time, I want the subscribers that will actually watch my videos. Oh, hey, 74 Screw Gun. How you doing? I haven't seen you guys in a while. I haven't seen Screw Gun in quite a while. So, what I was getting at is that I'm not really terribly concerned about the subscribers, but Kingdom Comics brought up a very interesting point. You know, of course, when you start your channel up, you want it to skyrocket and get a bunch of attention and stuff. That's partially true. Why I started videos. I kind of wanted the attention and connect with people that like the same things I like. So my response to that would be that, you know, it's taken me three years to get almost 400 subscribers. With that, I'm okay. But I'm not really concerned with how many subscribers I get. Once again, I like getting subscribers that would actually watch my video. And another thing I'm getting at is that if I've been here for 3 years and I haven't reached 400 subscribers, and others have, you know, that just goes and tells me that I'm a niche collector. People who watch my videos like, you know, the people who watch them are probably along the same lines as me. I don't get the variants. I don't get the big banging books all the time. I don't have the budget for that. So, basically what I'm saying is that if you're going to start a channel, do it for yourself, you know? If you find that people like their content, well, they're going to subscribe to you, obviously. I mean, I've seen people, I'll throw in Biggie's Comics. Biggie's Comics started after me, and he's got probably double the subscribers. I'm not mad at that. I'm actually pretty excited for him. Him and the New York Warriors, they're great. I love them. Oh, Howler Mouse, you didn't miss anything. It's just me eating my kids' Halloween candy, showing off an act of kindness I got. And later I'll be announcing the giveaway that I announced in my last video. So basically what I was getting to Howler Mouse is that I've been here for 3 years. I think it's time to pass the torch. It doesn't mean I'm quitting completely. I was explaining to the other people that I came into some cash, and instead of spending that cash right away, I'm going to save up for a bigger book. Now that might mean that my haul on the next video may not be so humble, whenever that may be, I don't know. But there comes a time when what you're collecting right now is not enough. I do want that big key in my collection. I really do. And yet I am satisfied with what I have. I'm kind of like halfway towards that big book. Would it make sense for me to get so many odd $100 books in exchange for that? Or do I have that one little ounce of willpower I still have left in me and save up for a bigger book? Everybody comes to that crossroads in their collecting. I don't know, it's not a career, but in the hobby, right? You come at a crossroads when we have that certain amount of cash, although it's not enough for that big book, it certainly is enough to get a big, huge, decent, humble haul. So that's another stage I'm at with my YouTube hobby and my comic book hobby. And I'm pretty sure that everybody else, like I said, has experienced that as well. So going on a little bit more with the fact that I have so many subscribers, and I'm perfectly fine with it. Again, there are some people that seek the spotlight a little bit more. Now, I've done pretty much what I've set out to do with YouTube. I was on a show, and that was tons of fun. And I've been on each side of the drama of YouTube, the good side and the bad. I've seen the human kindness of that aspect of it that is forever giving. From what I've seen, I've made a lot more friends than I had before that generally like the same things that I do. I've also been on the bad side of things where I've tried to keep things under wraps. Details don't need to be known about anything. It's not personal or anything. It was just a bad time in my YouTube hobby that I just don't care to bring up. But, I didn't get crazy. It all got under wraps. But nobody really needs that, right? Nobody needs the YouTube drama. I hate it. I don't really like it. Hey, let's dig into the little jack-o'-lantern again, shall we? Let's see what we pull out. I don't think I'll be eating that salsa getty that my daughter showed me. I don't think so. That looks bad. But one more dig into the jack-o'-lantern here. Let's see what we pull out. It's kind of like a Halloween candy lottery. This feels good. Hey, wow! I didn't eat all the good stuff yet. I still got a Snickers in there. Oh, I think my dog just smelled that. You can hear the bells coming towards me. So, let's see. Oh, hold on just a second. Okay, so anyway. Now that, okay. Howler Mouse says he'll be right back. That's okay, Howler Mouse. You can always watch the rest of it later. No big deal. By the way, Howler Mouse makes some great live streams. I know he made one this morning, and I plan to watch it later. I love his live streams. I really have to set up notifications to watch his videos. I have so much fun with his live streams. Okay, so since I'm passing on the torch to all these people in the meantime, I decided to give a little, not a going away present, more of like a see you in a little bit present. So it's basically a giveaway. I don't want anybody to make a video because that in a sense would kind of be a contest. No, I think this is a little different. I'll be giving away some books with minimal effort. Minimal effort, okay? I basically came down to this. I think in this video, in the comment section, I'd like you to list 3, maybe 5 at the most, YouTube channels that aren't making videos anymore that you would like to see come back. Sounds about right. So I'll rattle off a couple and then you guys take over the rest. If you guys came up with the same channels I did, fine, no problem. I'll rattle off Detroit Madman. Detroit Madman, I miss his videos quite a bit. I miss Comics Preacher. Comics Preacher made some fun videos. Jimmy C. Jamie C had some of the greatest stories in his videos. It wasn't even about the comic books. I loved watching his stories. So, excuse me, maybe it wasn't a good decision to eat a Snickers. So you pretty much get the gist of that. And on top of that, excuse me, on top of that, another thing I like to do, I love listening to music. Sometimes I love having background music while I'm watching or reading books. Detroit Madman was your first subscriber? Screw in. That's amazing. I love that. So basically, I like having background music while I'm reading comic books sometimes. I think it kind of adds to my experience of reading that certain comic book. So in addition to that, in addition to naming off those subscribers, name a couple of bands you guys listen to, some music you guys listen to. Once again, 3 to 5 singers, performers, what have you. And I'd really like to do that because, once again, I love listening to music. I'll rattle off a couple that I personally like. I'm more into like a hard rock kind of thing, nothing really too heavy. Some of the bands I like, older bands, probably Faith No More. I like listening to Pixies. There's a band from Canada called Effed Up. I love Effed Up, although I can't really say the whole name. I love that band. Band's great. There's, so once again, 3 to 5 people that you like to listen to, and we'll go from there. Just put them in the comments. If you want to share the video, but really, just, you can subscribe to me. That's fine. I like subscribers. I would prefer you be subscribed in order to receive these books. And that's about it. I'll show you the books in a second here. What do we got? I tried to put something in it for everybody. And if it's not for you, well, I tried. Okay, so in this giveaway of about 4 books, got Spectre #1. These are not really, these Bronze Age or Silver Age aren't really high grade, but who wouldn't mind having a Spectre #1? With that, some Bronze Age, Inhumans #1. Hey, TV show came out. Who doesn't need that? Along with it, let's see, Superman Batman #8. Isn't that the first appearance of the new Supergirl? On top of that, it's, let's see, is this a, Michael Turner cover. I knew there was a reason why I picked this. Michael Turner covers are always cool. I'm sure people would enjoy that. And last book, put in a Lara Croft Tomb Raider #44, and I got it personally signed by Adam Hughes. Not a bad stack, right? Not something too spectacular, but something you wouldn't mind having in your collection as a little see you later present for me until I return with my big book. What else I didn't bring up something else. Off the top of my head, I can't even figure it out. Hey, thank you, Screwgun. Yes, I thought they were nice books. They were handpicked. They were handpicked by me, so I would hope that they were nice enough for somebody to do that. Got my wife texting me. Okay, great, fine. I gotta pick up my wife in a little bit, in about an hour, so I gotta make this not so long. What I was getting at is that, in addition to what I started with, since it's taken me about that long to come up with the subscribers, I started to realize one thing, and this is particularly not speaking for everybody else. I'm just talking about my channel because my channel is the only one I really keep the statistics on. I've realized that now that I've come up to about 380 subscribers, it's taken me a long time to develop that. And by the time I actually have those numbers, 384, I would imagine only a fraction of that read or watch my channel. Once again, I'm perfectly fine with it. It's just an observation I made. You know, it's taken, by the time I get to that amount, I don't have that many viewers. And I think some people come into that also. That by the time they come up with a certain amount of views, and this is probably about the average YouTube person that makes videos. By the time you get to a certain amount, a good portion of that stops watching your videos. And that kind of just says, okay, to me, it speaks to me as saying, this amount of people actually still like your videos. Once again, you have to remind yourself that you should be doing this for yourself. If you make friends along the way, that's great. I couldn't be happier with the people the acquaintances I made, the people I've met. It's really been a really great experience. So that's what I've taken away from this so far. And I hope you guys who make videos, also have great experiences as well. I'd love to hear about some of the people you've bumped into, the people that you now have long-lasting relationships with as far as comic book collecting goes. I don't think this has really gathered up any love connections. I haven't heard of any. But, along those lines, it can't be, it shouldn't bring anything else than good vibes and what have you. Now that I've been in it for a while, I've come across some great relationships. A lot of comic book buddies. I don't have a lot of comic book buddies here in the real world. Virtually, I have tons of them. Around here, I have one. So it's really great to talk to more people. I miss the hangouts that we used to have. I used to see Screwdown all the time. And there's some people who see me for the first time, and they said, I can't match the face with the voice, because I used to always do hauls behind the camera, obviously. So for someone to see me for the first time, they just said, I pictured you differently. I said, that's funny, because I pictured you differently also, but that's life, It's not here that matters. It's our mutual enjoyment for comic books. So I'm not going to go on too much longer. I think I'm not one that makes huge long videos. I think 30 minutes should be okay, right? I got everything I needed to say. I got a giveaway now. By the way, the giveaway will be selected at random, whether me, writing down names on pieces of paper or using a randomizer, what have you. It's going to be something along that line. Let's see, how long should I have that going? I would imagine probably about 2 weeks. 2 weeks is good enough for people to leave their comments. Besides, I find that most people stop watching the current video after a week, so giving 2 weeks isn't too far out of line. I'll go ahead with that, right? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I said it right here. 2 weeks. I'll be doing the giveaway announcement probably 2 Sundays from now. And yeah, I think we'll go with that. So in the meantime, hey guys, I'll be watching all the videos. I haven't stopped watching. I haven't fallen out with comic books. I still love them. It's just that I need to save up for a big book, and I'm halfway there. I figured there's no way I should stop now. I've done this 3 times before, and I didn't have the willpower to go forward. Instead, I bought all these other books I needed, and I was still satisfied. I still had these great books, but I didn't have that one big book. Now, I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to come back with a big book. Who knows? But at least this way, this is a start, and we'll go from there, right? Let's see, we got, about 20 seconds left. With that, hey guys, it was great talking to some of you guys. Always fun. Oh, no, I'm not going to let you know which book it is, Screwgun, because I don't know what book that is yet. I don't know. I've talked to some of the guys. They've tried to sway me. They tried to sway me one way or the other. I said, no, you should get this book. You should get that book. And I am so indecisive. If it was up to me, I'd get all of them. Right? I'd get all of them. So I'm going to end it here. And this is Comicfan. And in the meantime, what is it I always say? Happy hunting. There you go. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.